year, but a new EC is also starting. So congratulations to all of us. My name is Shreya Arora and I am the Sergeant at Arms for today. Before starting the meeting, let us just be aware of all the rules of the Toastmasters. First is, we should all keep our phones on silent mode. So we can do that right now. As Toastmasters, we avoid discussing sex, religion and politics during our conversations. And we refrain from cross-talking while anyone is speaking. And lastly, do not leave the room when someone is delivering the speech. Whenever there is an applause, that is the time when we can go out of the room. Now, keeping the rules in mind, let's all stand up to share the mission of Toastmasters Club. We need to extend our right hand up and repeat after me. The mission of our Toastmasters Club, is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience, in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, by resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you everyone. Please take your seat. With that, I officially declare today's meeting open. Now let me invite a very special member of our club who is a member from April 2025, and his hobbies are football, badminton and blogging, and our dear presiding Toastmaster Saksham, who is currently pursuing data science from Great Lakes. Today is his first session as our presiding Toastmaster. We welcome you all with a very big round of applause. Congratulations and all the best, Toastmaster Saksham. Over to you.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, all the dear guests. Thank you. And Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
And I believe we all have made the very first session of 2026. So let's have a big round of applause. Well, as you can see, the boards and everything are set up by the ex-VP and very thankful to the team. So, how are we feeling? The very first day, the very first week of Toastmasters, that too in 2026, anyone having their own experience to share, any expectation they want to have? Anyone up? No answer. Enthusiasm. Fun and exciting sessions. Travel. Okay, yes.
Euphoria.
Oh my god. I think we should show the thumbs up right up there. Okay. So before we start talking about what exactly Toastmaster is and what more about it, let's just give a brief introduction on the guests. So I request all the guests to stand on their seat, introduce themselves, and what are the expectations from the Toastmaster, and how did they get to know what Toastmaster is. So.
Hi everyone, my name is Lalit Kalra. I work with EY in Australia. My expectation is to I want to understand a little bit more on Toastmasters. One of my friends is a part of the Toastmasters club, and so I want my son to get enrolled. So I thought it's interesting to understand what happens, what are the opportunities offered to children and so on and so forth. So that's what my expectation is.
Great.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Atal Kala and I study in DPS school. My expectation with Toastmasters is to improve my speaking skills and communication skills. I got to know about Toastmasters Club from my father.
Always very exciting to meet an rather a DPS. I am myself a DPS student. I'm a website and a proud website. So let's connect later. Bye. Yes, yeah. Please reintroduce yourself.
Hello everyone. This is Priyank. I'm from GOT Gurgaon, and so I have been with Toastmasters for past few months only. predefined this level 1 project 4, which is basically evaluation and feedback. And thanks to Sharshi, I got this speech slot like a day before yesterday. So I look forward to this session. Thank you. Thank you.
I believe we are done with the guests. Now I will not take much of your time and will help you to understand what exactly the flow of the structure the Toastmaster is. For that, I'm going to call someone who is the Toastmaster in the last 2 years. He joined Toastmaster in 2023. He's a lead data scientist in Scared AI and loves to watch anime and fitness. Any guesses who is he? Anyone?
Toastmaster.
Boom! What a right guess. With a big round of applause for the Toastmaster Award. Thank you, Toastmaster Award.
Thank you, Toastmasters Saksham, for the wonderful and warm introduction. 1 glass water, 1 glass beer. Oh my fellow human beings. My name is Rahul, and today I'll be the host of the meeting. Today's theme is Travel a Man. This simply means travel as much as possible. I could have given the theme as travel as much as possible. But I thought if we could say, do this ASAP, do that ASAP, come here ASAP, go there ASAP, I thought why can't I keep traveling man as a theme? Traveling is really important. As people always say, travel is important, this and that. Since childhood is already gone, we should either regret or utilize our adulthood or whatever time we have left in exploring the world. I could remember when I was a kid, I always wanted to go to different places, but I did not have enough money. Now that I have enough money, I do not have enough time. As we grow old, or should I say, as I grow old, I'll have enough money, enough time, but my body might not be with me. My friends, we should travel as much as possible because in life we always think about past or plan for the future, but we rarely live in the present or live in the moment. So we'll talk about traveling more and why we should take it seriously. But before that, let me walk you through the agenda of the meeting. For the benefit of guests, a typical Toastmasters meeting is divided into 3 sections. The first section is that of prepared speech, where members who have enrolled and actually are prepared members will be giving their respective speeches. And they might have prepared for a day, a week, or months, but most probably before. The second section is of table topics. We call it table topics. It is basically impromptu speech section where you'll be given a topic and you will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Remember, guests can also participate, so do participate. Finally, the most important aspect of any Toastmasters meeting is that of evaluation, where our dedicated evaluators will be evaluating different aspects of the meeting as well as the individual speakers, be it prepared speaker or impromptu speaker. In each meeting, we also have a word of the day, and today's word of the day is euphoria, which basically means a feeling of extreme happiness. For example, an example sentence could be, when I travel, I always have a euphoria of emotion and I become euphoric in that moment. Euphoria is a noun and euphoric is the adjective of euphoria. So do use, when you are in these words, euphoria or euphoric, when you are on stage, and we encourage everyone to use the word of the day. And when someone is using word of the day, we give thumbs up as a sign. Now, let's have a laugh or two. For that, we have joke master, and today's joke master is someone who is getting talented, of course. Let me- Today's joke master is someone who is working as a software professional in a FMCG company, and he loves traveling and singing. He has joined in April 2025. Let's welcome the very funny and the very talented Toastmaster Amitabh.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Many of you already know that I shifted to Gurgaon a few months back. I was very curious to know what is special in this city. Many people told me that this is a Millennium city, the city of magic. When we come to any new city by train, the first board we see is the name of the city at railway station. But I came by flight. So when I entered into Gurgaon city, the first board I read was liquor shop. And I went inside. That was not a liquor shop. That was a liquor exhibition center. And what was surprising when I came out, walked a few steps, and then I saw another liquor shop. During COVID, we were keeping more distance between the people than the distance here between the liquor shops. But government has made a very good policy that there should not be any liquor shop in 500 meters vicinity of any school. So most of the schools are shifted in the outskirts of Gurgaon. Initially, I was not having car, so I thought I will roam around in auto. I came outside. I was trying to get an auto for Cyber Hub. None of the auto drivers were ready to stop. They are all on their own trip. There was no passenger inside, but they want to go alone. Solo travelers. #wanderlust. But luckily, because of some good karmas in my previous life, one auto driver stopped. I asked him, I want to go to Sarvangal. He asked me to set it. He moved around 200 meters and then went inside a gas station. That day I learned that none of the auto drivers wants to go to gas station alone. They need some company before going. When we started from gas station to Cyber Hub, on Google Maps it was showing 30 minutes to reach. I checked after 30 minutes, it was showing 45 minutes to reach. I was very annoyed. I asked the auto driver, what is this? The auto driver said, I didn't understood. I said, what? He spitted out that cancer-causing, slow suicidal product from his mouth. Its glorified name is Gupta. And then he said, this is Millennium City, the city of magic. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for making us laugh. I hope everybody laughed. Now it is time to invite someone who is going to introduce the evaluation section. And for that we have a very experienced Toastmaster. He is a technology architect, and he has joined Toastmasters in 2016, and he loves traveling. Let's welcome the very experienced Toastmaster Bhagan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul, for such a wonderful introduction. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Yeah. As we come back from the euphoria of year-end celebrations, it's time to work towards our goals, resolutions, improvements, whatever we planned for 2026. So back, in other words, back to normal business. And in today's meeting, Toastmasters meeting, we will focus on the feedback and evaluation part to improve ourselves for a better speaker, better thinker, as well as better listener. As Toastmaster Rahul mentioned, that I will be leading the evaluation section, which is the third section. And I'm not alone in this endeavor. With me, there is a team of prepared speech evaluators who will be evaluating the speeches presented by prepared speakers. I also have a team of supplementary role players who will be evaluating speakers based on time, language, and the clarity. So let me first invite our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Deepika, to introduce herself and her role.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'll be playing the role of Millennium. So, as Toastmaster Rahul has already introduced the word of the day, euphoria, please use it as much as possible in your speeches. Also, I'll be looking at the correct uses of grammar and any kind of outstanding words or quotes. And I'll be presenting my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepika. Next, we have the AHA counter, which is being played by Toastmaster Aishwarya.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aishwarya Upadhyay and today I am the R counter for today. So I would be noting about the if someone uses so, well or any repeated words. Then I would be sharing my report when everything ends up. Thank you.
Last but not the least, it's very important that we remain punctual and end our meeting on time. For that, we have our timer, Toastmaster Utkarsh.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, I would like to start from a beautiful quotation like, great speakers respect words, but exceptional speakers respect time. So, I am going to tell you about each and every time when you have to be ready, when you have to stop, and when you have to think about when you have to wrap up your speech. So these speeches are in three parts: prepared speeches, table topic speeches, and evaluation part. So prepared speeches are for 5 to 7 minutes, and table topic speeches are for 1 to 2 minutes, and evaluation part is for prepared speeches is 2 to 3 minutes, and for table topic speeches is for 3 to 5 minutes. So for prepared speeches, 5 to 7 minutes, I will show a card of green card when you have to keep speaking but be ready to end the timer. At 4 minutes, I will show a yellow card when you have to start wrapping up your speech, and at 7 minutes, I have to show red card when you have to stop the speech. For table topic speech, same as it is, like 1 to 2 minutes we have to speak, and at 1 minute I will show a green card, and at 1.5 minutes I will show a yellow card, and at red I will at 2 p.m. 2 minutes I will show a red card when you have to stop. For overall evaluation, of table topic evaluation, 3 to 5 minutes, I will show a green card at 3 minutes, and yellow card at 4 minutes, and red card at 5 minutes. And for overall evaluation of prepared speeches like 2 to 3 minutes, I will show a green card at 4 minutes, yellow card at 2.5, and red card at 3 minutes. Okay. So, and general evaluator also is there. General evaluator will take 3 to 5 minutes. At 3 minutes, I will show a green card, yellow card at 3.4 minutes, and red card at 5 minutes. So, here is a day starting for you all. Be ready and be on time. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utkarsh, and all the role players for introducing their role. With this, I'll go back and hand over the stage to Toastmaster Rahul. I'll be back in the third section.
Master for the introduction of the evaluation section. First of all, I would request that one seat must be reserved for Master of the Day or the host. It's not a good idea to say Master of the Day at the back.
Yes, reserve.
Thank you. Traveling gives you the opportunity to explore different places, different culture, know about different people, meet them, and taste different food, which obviously you will not get the exposure or chance when you are at home. There are many reasons why traveling is important. Traveling teaches you humility. When you are at home, you behave in a certain fashion. You behave however you want, but when you are traveling, you have to follow certain guidelines, certain rules. You have to respect their culture, the people there. When you travel, you start to use please, sorry, thank you more often. Even start smiling at strangers. I could remember when I was in Istanbul and strolling through the markets of Istanbul with my friends. One of my friends saw a very premium jacket and he went there and asked the shop owner that what's the price for this jacket, and the shop owner said $1,000, and he without thinking anything said why. the shop owner got irritated and said my product, my price, who you are asking for why. So I believe all of you know that bargaining is only common in India or Southeast Asia or similar places, but it is not very common across the globe. And when you bargain outside, it's kind of offensive for a lot of people. So before you travel, you have to respect their culture, respect the way they work and the way of different day-to-day life. One more thing, you might have observed that when I scroll through Instagram different posts and reels, I often come across posts that says that the Haryana and Delhi people should stop going to mountains. Because again, we do not respect their way of functioning, right? There we litter, there we make noises, create chaos, and it's very disturbing for them. Now when you travel often, you start to get in habit of saying sorry, please, and start following rules, and it helps for a longer period of time. Another reason for traveling is that it expands your perspective. When you travel, you might observe that the world views differently than what we thought. And we observe the world differently that actually might not actually be true. Again, when I was in Istanbul, Turkey, I was at a tourist place and few people came to me. We were just sitting, few people came to us and they were relatively old, around 50 or something. And they asked, can we have a photo click with you guys? And we actually felt really good. We felt like celebrities. I have seen this happening with the Indians. In India, if a foreigner comes, we see that people boarding around and asking for photos and everything. But when we went there, it was a different experience, different perspective. Now imagine this happening here in Toastmasters. If some of you come here and ask me to have a photo clip, that probably not be as euphoric as I was there. So it's a different perspective that you get when you travel, you go out of the country or different places. I always feel good when I think about that incident. Now I would ask some of you if you have such a moment that you want to share where you actually felt special or felt like a celebrity. Does anybody want to share? Yes, please.
Like I have had this similar kind of experience when I was in China. Many of the time, people will come and take pictures, and one more surprising fact was that this song, this Aankhein Khuli Ho, this is quite famous in China because they like that Tululu song, and they knew that I'm from India, so Amir Khan is quite famous, so they asked me to sing that song, Catherine. So that was an experience.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, ma'am.
I remember it was my first year of college and someone asked me you're from where and I replied West Bengal and they replied oh black magic. I didn't know. Then they replied oh what you have? I said no I'm not sorry.
So do you feel like celebrating?
Yeah, I feel like they're like oh you do black magic so you can.
Anybody else? Any special moment? Yeah.
So once I was in Korea on a business visit and my local representative there. So on Sunday, he was kind enough to take me with his family to a Korean folk village. So he has twin daughters, very cute, 2 years old. When they saw me first time, they said, Papa, Indo! For them, it was like I was looking like an alien. So they were surprised to see a person different from them.
Last chance, anybody? Yes.
So it's not about feeling happy, it's more about feeling ashamed. We went to Bali and we lost the way in somewhere in between. So we asked 2-3 guys, where is the way out? So one of the guys said, you don't know how to greet people. So in India we don't like, hi sir, how are you and all those things. So they are more respectful and all in these things. So you should first greet the people, hi sir, how are you? And then ask the way on all those things. So that is the bare minimum thing I think perspective is there, which is not followed in India, but I think it's a very good thing. I would be remembering for the lifetime.
Thank you for sharing. We'll talk about that more towards the end. Now, before we go further in the topic, in the theme, let's get started with the speech as well. Today's first speaker is Toastmaster Pratik, and he has joined in 2025. He is an energy expert. His hobby is reading, and his evaluator is Toastmaster knowledge. Is there any change?
Yes.
Dipanshu is here.
Okay, so his evaluator would be Toastmaster Dipanshu. I would request Toastmaster Dipanshu to share the speech objective and the speech title.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Toastmaster Pratik is presenting his speech from Pathway Motivation Strategies. His objective is to share his experience motivating team members through completion of a project. The pathway level is 2 and project number is 2. All the best to Toastmaster Pratik. Back to you, Toastmaster today.
Toastmaster Pratik, nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. Toastmaster Pratik.
How many of you have experienced that whatever happens for good? I see a lot of numbers. Well, I have also experienced that in my life, and I am going to share one such experience with you. So I did my BTech in mechanical engineering, and during the BTech I had started preparing for government exams. Though I cleared most of the exams, but I ended up failing in 19 interviews. I was disheartened, and I really wanted to get job, and I really wanted to get ahead. So I decided to go for higher studies, and I started preparing for GATE exam, and eventually I cleared the exam, and I enrolled in MTech at NIT Kurukshetra, one of the reputed colleges in India. So there I thought now I will be getting job in MNCs or PSUs. So initially it felt like a good start. But soon I realized that I was not at the right location, because people around me, they were more interested in becoming lecturers, or they are not interested in getting jobs in MNCs or PSUs. There, I felt that MTech is not for PSUs. Doing MTech is good if you want to become lecturer, but because of my speech issues at that time, I had quite less interest in becoming lecturers. So, even after spending 2 years in MTech, I was back to square one. I was jobless. I thought this MTech delayed my job. This job opportunity, and I regretted doing MTech. But I kept trying different things, and then one day I heard about NPTI. So let me give you some brief introduction about NPTI. NPTI is an institute where the job placement was 100% at that time. So I prepared for the exam, but getting into NPTI was really difficult because the exam was really difficult and there was limited seats. So I prepared for NPTI, and I was good in writing exam because I had cleared many exams. So I cleared this exam too, and I got the top NPTI Delhi. And after 3 months, after 3 months of admission into NPTI, job placement started, and first company was Adani, and I was the first person among 600 NPTI students who got job in Adani, and I was really happy. Getting the first job filled me with euphoria, and then eventually I completed my NPTI, and I went to join Adani in Ahmedabad, and then another struggle started. There I thought I will be getting job posting in locations like Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, but you won't believe what I got. I got Kawai. I am pretty sure that none of you have ever heard of that place. So Kawai is a place that is 100 kilometers from Kota, a 3-hour journey, and it is remotely located. You will not find any shop, you will not find any mall, nothing. So I was there, and social life is non-existent there, and I felt trapped. I was really disheartened again because even after getting the job, I am not happy and I am that place. And I spent 3 years there, and these 3 years were really difficult. And there also I applied in so many things. I tried to give exams, and I really don't know what to do. To do an MBA, to go abroad for GRE, or to apply for any design jobs. I was really exhausted. And then one night came that changed everything. So in Adani, I was responsible to operate the power plant and to maintain some critical parameters. And then in one of the night shifts, I fell asleep,
and generator temperature started rising, and eventually whole plant tripped, and Adani suffered losses in crores. And as a result, I got poor feedback in my appraisal. I was disheartened again, and I went to my manager. Instead of making excuses, I told him that I wasn't happy, I wasn't able to give my best at the job. And then this honesty turned out to be a turning point. He suggested me one company in Pune. I immediately went to my room and I searched the career page of that company, and luckily I found one job that was matching with my job experience. So I immediately applied to that job and I left no stone unturned to get that job. I got the interview call and I cleared it. And I made it to Black and Which, one of the best US companies in MNC in Pune. I was really happy that now I am in Pune. And then I spent 3 years in Black and Which, and there I got a call from Siemens. And guess what? The job was having three requirements. The first one was the MTech, the second one was the power plant experience, and the third one was the design experience. And I was having all of these requirements, and this was a rare combination of requirements. So then I applied in the interview and I was pretty sure that I will get that job, and I cleared the interview in Siemens, and right now I am in Siemens, and I am doing some good projects. I am going on site and I am publishing some international papers. And when the colleagues from my previous organization Adani still wonder like how I moved from remote location to place like Gurgaon, and that too in Siemens, because it's really difficult to come out of there. More you spend time there and less are the chances to come out of there. Then I think the answer is simple. Nothing was wasted. Even my MTech degree and my power plant experience helped me in getting job in Siemens. My 19 failed interview attempts helped me in getting job in Adani. So life doesn't move in straight lines. It connects dots. Every mistake taught me something, and every delayed response got me job. And I believe mistakes don't define us, but what we learn from them does. Thank you.
Toastmasters to take 1 minute silence for the feedback. I would request everyone to share the feedback.
I request the members to share the QR with the guests as well for feedback.
Is over. Now let's come back to the theme. Another reason for traveling is that it helps you discover yourself. It helps you stand on your feet. It helps you get out of comfort zone. You might feel sad and you might feel alone. You might struggle. You might be thinking why it is happening to me only. But when you travel, you see that almost everybody is going through the same. Everybody is hustling, everybody is struggling, but everybody is going through the same that you think is happening to you only. So it helps you rediscover yourself. You are lost when you are trekking, you are traveling, you are lost to find your way, and eventually you find your way. Another reason being, it helps you appreciate home. When you travel, you might have to sleep on strange beds, and you might have to pay a lot. Sometimes you might have to use strange bathrooms, and sometimes you don't have the luxury of bathrooms when you are maybe in Himalayas doing something. Does anybody have experience of going to some?
So this was when I was in Uzbekistan, and we went for a dip in the Aral Sea, which, as you may know, is a sea which is receding, and if things are on track the way humans progress, in another 40 years the sea will disappear from the face of the earth. So we all went, took a dip. In all those places, mud bath is a thing. We went, took the mud bath also, in other words, covered completely, like from top to toe in black. And then we were told that for the bath to clear, obviously we have to, there's only 10 liters of water in a small jerry can. And there is no proper bathroom. So that was an adventure of a lifetime.
Thank you for sharing. That was still better than what we have in Himalayas. Now, and sometimes you actually have to pay extra for a bottle of water when you go to Europe. Do you want to share?
Yeah. So we went to Amarnath in 2011 actually, and there, when you are near the cave, the temple, there are no washrooms, nothing. You sleep on ice. The tents, they'll just make some arrangement, and we were like, we need to take a bath to go for darshan, and he literally melted ice in front of us and gave us that bucket of half filled bucket for 50 rupees, and the washroom setup, it was just like four pillars, and he tied a curtain, and that's your washroom.
Thank you for sharing. So when you travel, you experience all these things, and that's when you realize that home is sweet home. But it doesn't mean that you don't have to travel. Travel for a week or two, then come back home, take some time, then again go explore the world. You don't have to travel for months, which a lot of people do. It's my personal opinion. Now finally, traveling makes you interesting. What I mean is that when you travel, you create stories, you create memories, and you have enough stories and memories to entertain people. And if you're a Toastmaster, you can give speeches on those stories, and people will applaud you. Now, I remember an incident. I was in Vietnam, and there we were having lunch in group. It was divided into vegetarian and non-vegetarian. Me, being non-vegetarian, was sitting with non-vegetarian people from around the world. So I was sitting with a person from Belgium and a family from Australia. We were having discussions, chatting around, gossiping and everything. Then all of a sudden they said, "You don't have an Indian accent. You don't have an Indian accent." I did not know how to react. I was actually feeling really good about it. And as it always happens whenever a person gives a compliment to me, I do not know how to react. So I said, "Really? I always thought I had an Indian accent." They said, "No, you don't have." So then I said that India is a really vast country. We have different parts. In north you have different accent, in south you have different accent, in northeast you have different accent. And in my personal opinion, the best accent in India is from the northeast India. they have exceptional, like you will not recognize them being Indian, like they'll sound like American or something. So I really appreciate them for their accent. And in my personal opinion, actually, I really have a great amount of respect and love for them. I believe we are Indian and they are the best Indians, in my personal opinion. And because when I was studying, my college was in Guwahati, so I know the culture and everything. Though I could not explore much there because at that time I did not have enough money. Now that I have enough money, I'll probably explore Northeast India. And again, off the topic, I always wanted to marry someone from Northeast India, but I hear they marry within themselves within the Northeast India. Does anybody want to share anything related to their experiences or their memories and stories that they would like to be shared? Anybody? You guys want to travel?
What kind of story you're looking for?
This is specific to Northeast India. We traveled there last year, and we were in Sikkim, and we had to come to Darjeeling, and there was the fastest way is to take a cab. So we took a cab, and my wife left her phone in the cab. And by the time we checked into the hotel and everything, it was about 1 hour had passed on. That's when she realized I have left my phone in the cab. So we called the cab driver. So they do a day trip. They come here and then they go back immediately. It's a 3-4 hour journey. And so he said, there's nothing in the car. So we said, we are dialing the number. You see if something is ringing. So then after a few seconds he said, yes, kuch to baj raha hai. There is something ringing in the car. So he went and checked the back pocket of the seat. He said there is a mobile. So he was honest enough to say, yes, there is a mobile which has been left in the car. He said, okay, how will we get it back? So the cab company through which we booked it, he said, I'll give it to them. You can coordinate with them on how you will get it back. I said, okay, so we called the cab company guy. He said, okay, tomorrow there will be another cab which is coming. I'll send the phone via that cab. So he wrapped the phone in a poly bag and gave us the phone next day. Although he had to travel extra about 30 minutes, but that's the kind of honesty that I experienced in the Northeast. If that happens in North India, you'll not get a phone.
Imagine this happening in Delhi NCR. You will have to pay extra just to get some information. And even then you will not get your mobile phone. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
It was also about my experience in Northeast India. So I was traveling with my friends in Meghalaya. So we were in Cherrapunji and we hadn't planned any kind of itinerary. So what we thought, we are going to go to the bus stand and we'll explore the double decker or bus, etc. But when we reached at that point, there was no bus, no taxi was willing to take us. So we called our hotel manager and told him our situation. He said my brother is a cab driver, so he is going to arrange the trip. So he came within like 5 to 10 minutes. Although he was sleeping at that moment, he came within 10 minutes. Took us to the double-decker bridge trip, and he also came with us in the entire trip because he hasn't explored. Whenever he gets time, he take our backpacks because he maybe is not feeling good that we are getting tired in that trip. So in the entire trip, he was really helpful. And when we came back, we hadn't booked our hotel for the next day. So somehow he arranged a different hotel in a different location and took us there without like any extra cost, and like he was overall helpful in the entire trip, and that's what we felt that made the memories like more euphoric for us because it was a completely unplanned trip, and the gesture and the kindness of people like
for sharing. Just to, I'm not sure if anybody knows, Toastmaster Deepika and I are from same college, but she could explore Meghalaya and other places because probably she had money. Now let's get started with the second speech. Second speaker is Toastmaster Sumit. He has joined in September 2025 and he is a quality engineer. He loves reading, training, gym and swimming. His evaluator is Toastmaster Monica. I would request Toastmaster Monica to share the speech objective.
So Toastmaster Sumit's pathway is presentation mastery. Objective is to deliver engaging speech with confidence, showcasing pauses and voice modulation. Pathway level 1, project number 2, speech title is presenting beyond the average response.
Let's welcome Toastmaster Sumit. Toastmaster Sumit, parenting beyond the average response. Parenting beyond the average response, Toastmaster Sumit.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I am going to share valuable tips on good parenting. First point is arouse in your child an eager bond. I will share my example. I have two children. The younger one just doesn't prefer to eat healthy food. We were always after her, and she was having another problem. Whenever she used to ride tricycle, her elder brother used to pull her off and started riding himself. So we told our younger daughter that if you eat healthy food, you will grow strong and in future nobody shall bully you. She was excited to hear this and she even informed us that she would take revenge from elder brother. So when no amount of discussion and threat could accomplish the task, a simple shift in the strategy worked for us. The second point I would like to share is to think from others' perspective. Now, by thinking from others' perspective, I will share one example for this also. For example, if you want your child to stay away from smoking, don't preach on them. Don't share what you want, but tell them that smoking may limit them from winning 100-meter race, or share the ill effects which people are suffering from smoking. That is going to be a very effective message to communicate to your child. We all know in this world nobody is interested in listening what you want or what I want. Everyone is interested in listening what they want. So before communicating, if we can think from others' angle how they view things and then communicate our message, the message becomes very effective. This is the second point I wanted to share. Now coming to the third point, do not complain, criticize or condemn your child. Criticism wounds a person's precious pride and also hurts the feeling of importance. Criticism will demoralize your child and still not correct the situation that has been condemned. So what is the better way to take up these issues? Instead of condemning, let us try to understand them. Let us try to figure out what they do and why they do. By following this approach, you will breed sympathy and tolerance. Another very important life lessons to be imparted to your child. Now coming to the fourth point. Fourth point is of praise. How to praise your child. You must have come across these compliments that what a beautiful drawing, you are born talented, you have scored A grade, you are a brilliant student. Now tell me, all of you, how many of you think that this is a correct way to praise your child? Please raise your hands. child. That's why. See, these are crude methods. They do give an instantaneous boost to your child, but in the long run, its effects are very damaging. Now, by saying so, what happens? The message which goes to the mind is that if I get A grade, I will be intelligent. But if I get B grade, I will be dumb. So, message which goes to the child is very different from what we think. Then, what should be the correct method of praising your child? It is always praise the process which has led to success. Praise their hard work, their sincerity, their punctuality. I have also made a point, whenever anyone comes to me and shares their success story, I start asking simple questions. How did you prepare? What challenges you overcame in your preparation? What was your routine? By saying these simple questions, then I congratulate him or her. So the message goes very clear that in order to succeed, you have to work hard and never give up in the face of defeat. Now let us come to the fifth point. The fifth point is a very important one. How to manage emotional stress in your child. Now emotional stress is something as children grow that they have to face these challenges in life. So the best strategy here is that the children mirror their parents, and it becomes very important for the parents themselves to manage the stress. When they are stressed, don't show off your anger at home. Don't use negative words at home because your children are going to learn from these responses. I have also learned after reading books. So whenever I am stressed, I stay quiet and calm at home. I have, after becoming father, I have stopped the daily quarrels with my wife. They are never ending, and I know I am not going to win. Another important thing which I practice is I always foresee, I also always expect positive outcomes whenever I am with my family, especially with children. So that makes the environment very positive and engaging. These are the few points which I have shared after reading 3 different books on emotional intelligence, on mindset, and on how to influence people. By implementing these learnings, we all can improve our parenting. So I wish all the best, happy parenting to you.
Silence for the feedback. One minute is over. Let's quickly move on to the third speaker. Today's third speaker is Toastmaster Priyank from GOT. He is the evaluator Toastmaster Kritika. I would request Toastmaster Kritika to share the brief of objectives.
Toastmaster Priyank is delivering his 4th project from level 1. Pathway is presentation mastery. His objective is evaluation and feedback, which means he will be first giving one speech, and based on the evaluation and feedback he receives, he'll use those feedback and deliver another speech. The speech title is A Leaf of the Leap of Faith. All the best to Toastmaster Priyank.
Toastmaster Priyank, a leaf of faith, a leaf of of faith, Toastmaster Priyank.
Raise your hand if you have ever called your friend and asked them to wish your own birthday. So this happens. So one evening, few years back, my cousin brother calls me and he said, Bhaiya, it's my birthday today. I'm coming to your place and we will celebrate together. I said, okay. So I went at that time, coincidentally I was living in sector 46, Gurgaon. So I went to the nearby market to get the cake. And as I was getting into the market, I saw suddenly the cars were rushing in and chaos was created. People were like running here and there, like, what has happened? And I called my father and he confirmed lockdown was announced. So after that, I also joined the rat race and gathered as much grocery as I could. And later, my brother arrived, we celebrated his birthday, we discussed the situation. Now, lockdown meant we are not going to have any maid, so we had to do everything together. Now, my brother was very confident. He said, Bhaiya, you don't have to worry. You know how to cook, I know how to cook. We are going to survive this together. Next morning, my brother cooks poha. I cooked lunch. And then the evening, for dinner, he said, Bhaiya, you want to have poha? And at that time I realized it was only poha he knew how to cook. But he had a good heart, we were keeping a light atmosphere and we were surviving. But deep inside we were feeling suffocated, like living in one single room which was barely enough for one person. And I was missing my family, like my wife, she was in Prayagraj and my parents were in Jhansi, my sister was in Indore. And one day, one evening, my father calls me and he says, Guddu, I know from my driver, who knows from some source, who knows from some other source, that borders are going to be open for next 24 to 48 hours, so why don't you come home? And I'm like, Daddy, you are supposed to protect me. We have like 600 kilometers, there are like 5 borders in between, and what if something happens? Like, just give it a try. If they stop you, just go back. And he hung up. And then we started contemplating. Should we do it? Should we not do it? Should we do it? Should we not do it? And we thought, let's test the waters first. So went to the nearby fuel station with the fuel. So went outside of our house, no one stopped us. Went outside of the society, no one stopped us. And then we got the fuel. And when we got the fuel, we went into an euphoria. And we were like just celebrating, we were laughing, we played loud music. And then we rushed back to our home. And then we started contemplating again. Should we actually do it? Should we not do it? Now we were all, like we were struggling. And I don't know, like we both kind of looked at each other and said, let's take this leap of faith, let's do it. And that's when we hit you. Now my father was right. Borders were actually open. And we continued to drive. And as we continued to drive, I saw visuals I will never forget in my life. Like, I literally saw galleries of struggle. People were literally carrying their children on their shoulders and their home, literally everything in the luggage. And all of them were not laborers. Like, these were the people, you can look at them, many of them were professionals, but they all kind of felt that this place, this city, which gives them financial freedom, is not enough for them when they actually need that love, that support, and that's when they have to go home. And that's why they had taken that leap of faith. I felt sorry for them, but at the same time connected because I was also doing the same thing. So we continued. We continued to drive. Mantra came, Agra came, Gwalior came, and just 20 kilometers before we could reach Jhansi, we were stopped by the police. there were cars which were detaining, truck was standing, and police was busy checking the truck, and I was standing next to it. And my brother said, Bhaiya, once they are done checking this truck, they are going to open the barricade. Truck is going to move slowly, so you have to take this opportunity and you have to get through before the truck gets in. I said, okay. Now things exactly happened the same. Police was done, barricading was open, and truck started moving slowly, and I gave a right indicator. And my brother here, you are giving indicator to whom? I was like, I don't know. And I flipped it back, but by this time police already knew our plan. They kind of rushed towards us, and I took the pedal and then just drove zoom past, and I did not stop before I reached home. After I reached home, I finally felt relief, but did not last long, because soon I came to know my father had actually went to in-law to get my sister. So I called him and assured that okay, he was safe. And then I went to sleep. Next morning when I woke up, I felt home in the air. I realized that all this could happen because I took that leap of faith. This night, which was like a dream for me, was not possible without that. Few days later, I went to Allahabad. I got my wife, but this time it was past. And finally, the puzzle was all together, and we were all together to fight this goal. So my message to all of you is very simple. Whenever there is an opportunity, take that leap of faith. Either you will have the right foot landed, or you will have a story to tell, or maybe you will have both. Over to you.
1 minute silence for the feedback. One minute is over. Now, before I wrap up the theme, I want to discuss something serious. When you are in India or when you are at home, you might not realize it, but when you travel abroad, you might observe that we Indians do not have a good image there. And rightly so, because I'll give you a chance.
No, I was trying to say that completely agree. While sitting in abroad, we also this. Indians don't have a good image.
Because I have observed when there are people around the world, from around the world, and they treat them differently than Indians. And maybe because, honestly, Indians do lack civic sense. They create nuisances, they create issues, they do not follow rules. In fact, once upon a time I was working in Vietnam itself, and there, all of a sudden, a group of people from India, they started shouting, Bharat Mata ki Jai, Bharat Mata ki Jai. I was like, what is the need here in Vietnam? Very friendly country, have good relations with India. So when you travel, do think about this, because when the way you behave, the way you are in other country, it does not actually just impact you, it impacts the whole nation. So when you are letting yourself down, you are actually letting the complete nation down. I give one opportunity, anybody, if they want to share any experience you have already shared. Anybody, such experience where you might have felt? Yes.
I didn't went outside India, but I went south.
Let's give opportunity to yes. Because only please listen to Toastmaster Dana. Yes.
When I was in Europe, I used to go to certain parties, and whenever I met people from, who were from Europe, they always just had this idea that Indian people are scammers, and that whole meme of do not redeem the gift card and something like that, and many different things. They just keep trying to imitate the Indian accent. Nobody talks like that in India, but they keep thinking we're like Apu from The Simpsons. So yeah, that is the kind of idea that they have usually.
Thank you for sharing. So whenever you are going abroad, do take care of these things. Behave. Now, yes.
Chance to share one more story.
Okay, you will have 30 seconds.
I felt racism where I will not name the country because that's not the idea. But I actually wanted to approach a person to ask for directions. And on seeing me approach him, he literally ran inside. He dropped his cigarette and ran back into the hotel. I felt very bad, like, oh my god, what is this? But then I realized, I think a bigger challenge than the racism that I have in my mind is probably because the person, it's not an English speaking country, so the person probably didn't know how to communicate in English, which probably made them run inside. So, moral of the story, join Toastmasters.
So we all have felt some amount of racism when you're traveling abroad. But I think if you, as a country, have a good image, then probably it will be less. Especially in the eastern countries like, southeastern countries like Vietnam, Thailand, or Cambodia, or Indonesia, there you will not have face these kind of issues. Only in Europe, US, or Australia, New Zealand, or something. So, now moving forward to the next section, one of the most interesting sections, table topics. Today's table topic master is Toastmaster Anu. He has joined in April 2025, and he is currently working as business analyst at eValueSoft. His hobbies include traveling and playing chess. Let's welcome with a thunderous sound of applause, Toastmaster Anu.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Good morning. I am T. Manu, your table topic master for today. Table topic is one of the most exciting sessions of our meetings because of its impromptu nature. You have to challenge yourself and speak on the spot, on your toes. You need to think quickly and speak confidently without having any preparation. Today's theme is travel app as much as possible. So I will try to keep my topics around the theme. And for table topics, the timing will be 1 to 2 minutes. The minimum time for qualification will be 1 minute, and the maximum time will be 2 minutes 30 seconds. And if you exceed the timing, 2 minutes 30 seconds, then you will be disqualified. To make your speech impactful, you can follow the OYO approach, where O stands for opinion, R stands for reasoning for your opinion, P stands for examples, and O stands for again concluding related to your opinion. So before wasting our time, let's begin the session. And who would like to join us? Any member first? Yeah, Yamanura. Toastmaster Nura, your topic is your favorite travel destination so far. Your favorite travel destination so far, Toastmaster Nura.
So talking about my favorite travel destination so far, although I have not traveled much places in India, but if I would like to share one is Rishikesh trip. In Rishikesh, we did the rafting, and this is some kind of new experience for me. And where the person who is driving the boat, he in between the river, he said jump into the river, and this is something new experience for me. And I was just with the life jacket on me, and this kind of adventure, something you can say a foolish adventure, because I don't know how to swim myself, but I have a faith on this life jacket on me, and so this is kind of new experience for me. And in the end, after this, we did a walk in the evening near the river. So this was very calm and soothing vibes there, and it was very pleasant experience for me. We did dinner there, post that, and so it was totally really great experience for me. And I urge other people who did not visit Rishikesh here to please explore this location. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Any guest who want to join? Yeah, DM topic, you may. After that, you may join. Toastmaster Tapesh, one place you want to explore more. One place you want to explore more. Toastmaster Tapesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
The place that I love to explore and have explored as well is Ladakh. But something that I always feel, or a place I always feel I want to explore more and more, because it is so vast and wide that every time you go to that place, you just feel euphoric whenever you're there. And there are so many lakes over there that you can explore. The thing that I love the most when I'm there is bike riding. There are endless roads and you can just keep on riding, and that is what I love about that place. So if I get chance, it would be my fourth time. I don't also travel a lot, but whenever I get a chance, it is the mountains, and in mountains it is Ladakh. So if I get a chance again to explore more, it will be Ladakh.
Any guest who want to join? Yeah, you may join. Yeah, you may join. Guest views. Yeah, guest views. Your topic is a trip that changed you. A trip that changed you. Guest views.
My name is Deep. Yeah. So today I have just came here to see how the Toastmasters, how I can improve here. Trip. Last year I visited Sri Lanka, mainly Colombia there, and I explored there a lot of places mainly, and that country is the mainly that they follow the Buddha principle there. And I also enjoyed, I stayed around 2 to 3 days there, and I stayed a cave also that there is a lot of Buddha statue there. So I think that is also a very peaceful country. Yeah. Yes.
Anyone who is not taking the role and studying also. Let it. Guest Lilith, your topic is your dream country to visit, your dream country to visit. Get Lalit.
Thank you. Dream country to visit. That's a difficult one because there are many dreams that I get and those keep on changing. But I wouldn't say country, but one of the dream places that I want to visit is in India only, and my fellow Toastmaster just talked about it. He's been there 4 times. It's Ladakh. I want to go there, but apparently I'm not being able to because of the weather conditions. I feel a lot more colder than it is actually, so that's why I'm not able to go to Ladakh. The other country that I would want to explore is the northeast, specifically in India. I've traveled abroad a lot, but northeast is something that I want to explore more because of it, the sheer beauty that it offers and the honesty and the humility of people there. I think that's about it. Thank you.
Toastmasters Ravasti, packing light or packing everything? Packing light or packing everything? Toastmasters Ravasti.
Traveling. What an amazing time to try and put all of your favorite clothes together for that Insta-worthy picture. Isn't it? Raise your hands, please. There you go. However, traveling with a very limited space allocation, 15 kilos. Does that do any justice?
No.
Perhaps not. Third thing, traveling to exotic locations with things, trinkets that catch your eye, which you know very well that is not available back home, the place you belong to. And what do?
Click photos.
Bye.
Buy, click photos, or if you are someone like me, I invariably end up buying an additional suitcase every time I go out on a trip. So, I usually carry, this is for an international trip specifically, I usually carry a very light bag. And then, I end up shopping for clothes from outside. Incidentally, as luck would have it, this is a dress which I picked up when I had gone traveling somewhere. It helped me to look good, fit into the culture, and at the same time, once I came back home, it made me look cool too, a different style perhaps. So, at the end of the day, what I feel is packing light is perhaps the way to go. Because on your way, you do not pay for extra luggage, and on your way back, you always have enough space to bring something back. A memory, some gifts, some curios for your friends, family, and as a keepsake. That's it.
One journey you will never forget. One journey you will never forget. TM sign.
Commenting about journey will be difficult, but I will talk more about the place I visited. I have visited Singapore twice, and in the first time I visited with my cousins, so it was a very different experience. And after that, after my marriage, I visited again with my wife, and at that time I went to the cruise. So the experience of cruise was very much, I think, very euphoric moment for me. The place was, I was there for around 3 days, and we were in water for around 36 hours or more than that. And my wife was afraid, like, how can we sleep in water for 2 or 3 days? But it was a very, I think, experience which you should also experience in sometime in your life. So the experience was, we went there and the hospitality was very great, and they were like treating us like we are the god for them. And the room was very cozy in that case because we were in the cabin side. The balcony experience was altogether different, but we have to pay some double the amount which we pay right now. The casino experience, we were in casino for around 12 hours or more than that in the 3 days we went there. casino, we also won something, a good amount, which we used to travel somewhere else in the next trip. And overall, I must say that in the cruise, where in India is right now, Paradise Cruise is also experiencing in India right now, which you should also work on if you have some money. You can go with your family, with your children, with your old age people as well, because we don't have to travel much. There is no road, there is no cars where we want to travel. There is just a cruise. You can do anything and everything there. So that was the best experience for me till now. Thank you.
You can call Pranav as well. He is
After that, we will. I plan to have 2 more topics, and one with guest and one with TF Pranav sir. Other. Okay, guest Athar. A place you want to revisit. A place you want to revisit. Guest Athar.
Good morning, dear Toastmasters. A place I would like to revisit would be Goa. I really like the beaches there, and I had a very good experience when I visited for the first time. A new experience which I had there was rafting, and I had really fun doing that. I love visiting beaches also, swimming in them, and I also like the people there and their thank you.
TF Pranav, travel alone or with friends or with family? Travel alone or with friends or with family? TF Pranav.
Ever since I was a kid, I had the privilege to travel with my family a lot in India as well and abroad. I went to places in Europe such as Spain and Amsterdam and Belgium a lot. And I really appreciate that I got the opportunity to travel with my family. But I do not want to travel with my family anymore because traveling with them is more of an itinerary. It is just follow this, rush everywhere. Don't actually be in the present. Don't actually experience the place as it is. Just do this, eat this right now, finish it in front of me. It is so cold. Wear 2 warmers and a sweater. You will die in this cold. So I do not really want to travel with my family any longer. Traveling with my friends, I also had a great opportunity to study abroad in Amsterdam, and I used to travel a lot with my friends, not abroad a lot, usually in Netherlands, and when I was there, they once called me to the train station because we were going to go to an escape room. An escape room is where you have around an hour to escape from this room where there are certain clues. And they were like, hey Pranav, are you hungry? I'm like, yeah, I didn't really eat breakfast or lunch. So they told me, just have this cookie. So I'm like, okay, thank you. And then I have the cookie. And after that, I felt very weird. I started to feel a little dizzy here and there, and I felt very euphoric at times. First time I felt that kind of euphoria. And in the mystery room, I shouted a lot, and then I failed to get out of the mystery room. Thank you so much.
So I think we are running out of time. So, okay, TM case of you and you. Your ideal weekend gateway, TM case of.
My ideal weekend getaway.
Gateway.
Should be getaway.
So,
My ideal weekend getaway would actually just be staying at home alone. uh, because now whenever I have traveled anywhere outside, 90% of the time it's with my family. And where just like Toastmasters kind of said, follow this, follow that, and you have to stay with them every time. So the ideal weekend would be to stay at home, order food for breakfast, lunch, dinner, invite friends over to your home, to my home, play games together, and just have a good time together. Thank you.
So after this, let's have a 5 minutes break for connect each other. Thank you.